woman came to Prophet, and she said that I just don't like my husband, and there was no abuse case in that, and she said I just don't like him, and he said okay, you can leave her, you can leave him, and just leave the garden that he gave you as a gift and all, and if you in mahar, and if you can leave that, just I mean
Okay,
take the
this is in Islam they call it al-khula. So
yeah.
al-khula is, look what happened to you now. In
Mm-hmm,
order to get divorce, you
mm-hmm,
come to an agreement. If the husband agree, but now because Muhammad is the prophet, he can make decision, and the husband who care. But if Muhammad is not there, the husband have to agree. So she have to give up everything she have. She go bankrupt. She go zero from the house. She don't take even
no,
her.
not
She
that,
don't
no,
take
no,
any.
no,
No, she don't take anything. Khula, khula. She don't take anything. She give
no,
him
no, no.
back.
No, no, that's not true. She just have to give the mahar back. That's all.
Well, this is what she have. What what she have besides nothing.
No, mahar is just like a small the money or amount or
My
gift or
friend,
whatever.
this is all the money you get. What's small, what big, doesn't matter. This is all the money you get. So now after serving this man, being in his house, cooking him for years, now in
Mm-hmm.
order to get divorce, you have
Mm-hmm.
to give him everything he gave you.
Not everything, just the mahar amount. That's like maybe $1,000 that he gave, and you if you want to get rid. So
Okay.
the intention behind that too, because for example, if she's, it's not always that woman is victim. Maybe she wanna marry somebody else, or maybe there's just maybe that's her.
Okay, hold
She
on.
just
Okay,
wanna be with.
let me ask you. Let me ask you. First of all, you are saying things it's not true, but we will go back. Uh, why, if the woman she
Uh-huh,
decide to divorce,
uh-huh.
she have to give everything, and you said only the dowry she have, right?
Yeah, on the
Okay.
only the.
Why why the man you will not lose anything? Why the woman she lose everything? Why the man he do not need anything, any approval of anyone? He just said divorce and you are divorced. Why the woman she can say you are
So
divorced too?
yeah, so in Islam, actually, men are the protector, maintainer, and provider. So he has been taking all of his like fine. It's like he's responsible for feeding her, providing her food, shelter, and everything, and he's been maybe providing her for a year or two or whatever. But after that, maybe the women could be evil too, and she just wanna leave because of XYZ reasons, whatever. But
Hmm.
and then she could, she could, and what if she leaves? So if the what I think is intention behind it is, for example, a man wants to marry, then if a man needs to marry another woman and she's leaving, so she should give her, and give her the meher, and if the man demands it, that's what I've heard. But if she gives the meher back, for example, $1,000, it doesn't compensate all the 2 years of fine spending that he did on her, but it's just maybe $1,000 that she would give back, so that if he want to marry another woman, and he will have money to give meher to the new one.
Okay.
So that yeah.
Let us go for the basic. If the
Mm-hmm.
woman she want to divorce, do the
Uh-huh.
man have to agree first?
uh I mean, since Prophet Muhammad actually, he said, okay, you can no, she if what was your question again? Like in Khula, you're
Who is the
saying.
one who is still, even if the woman she said, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I will give you your dowry back, as you said, and I will show you reference that it says not only the dowry, it's up to him. He can ask for
Mm-hmm.
more. Uh, but who is the one in charge to agree or disagree about this agreement? It's the man only.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's the man. Yeah, but
And this is the hadith in front of you in the screen. He
okay.
said that the one إنما الطلاق لمن أخذ الساق بالساق. So the one who is the one in hold of the divorce is the one who is the husband. The woman she can ask for it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not the man, it's not the woman who can decide. And this is
Mm-hmm.
your Islamic website. I don't know if you speak Arabic or not. Al-Islamu su'alun wa
Mm-hmm.
jawab. They are
Mm-hmm.
asking about what is al-khula, what is
Mm-hmm.
the right way to do it. You will see
Mm-hmm.
right away. I will translate to English. It says he will ask
Mm-hmm.
for whatever he paid or more. It's up to him. So now he is in
Mm-hmm.
control. The woman,
Mm-hmm.
let us say this guy is beating her. This guy,
Mm-hmm.
he is making her life horrible. So he will
Mm-hmm.
keep making her life horrible
Mm-hmm.
until she agreed to give him whatever he gave her and even more. Do you see it? It's on the screen. Whatever he in his consultation is the dowry he paid her, or more or less. It's up to him. So when you said to me, no, only the dowry, you were wrong. So now your husband is in charge. He is the one who can divorce you. Even if you say, I don't want your money, I don't want anything, just please let me know. He have to agree. And now he put conditions. You want me to agree? Well, you give me this. Maybe he asks even for more. Maybe he for less. But here now you see that Islam is, when you are married, if we can call it marriage, you are really owned by this man. He is the one who can throw you by a spit from his mouth, and he is the one who can hold you by a spit of his mouth. You are just a slave. How you can ask for divorce then? If the man, he have to agree.
Were you reading the hadith here? Was that
Yeah,
all?
well, this is a Muslim website. This is the sheikhs. These are the scholars. They are answering, and they are even quoting the story, the one you mentioned about the women. He asked her, "Do you want, the guardian he gave her, and he, he gave it back to the man, right? But here, because Muhammad is there, he is the one who makes the decision, and nobody there to say yes or no. So the man right is stripped, and here Muhammad actually is breaking the law of God if he claimed to be coming from God, because this is the right of the husband, not the right of Muhammad. It's not you who decide what the man should do, even if you are a prophet, So Muhammad here is breaking his teaching, and he's acting as if he is the husband. Who are you? You have no right. This is the right of the man. So, additional to that, what do you think about the man is beating the women? It's okay?
No, it's not okay. So again,
why not?
Like,
why it's not okay?
Of course, it's not okay to beat anyone. But what my understanding so far about this is that I think if I mean, we cannot in all situations think that women is she's a victim and she is being abused. There could be there could be actually like real disobedient wives too, who actually like do such a wrong things that a man could be. So it's not just about that man could do anything. There are so many verses in Quran that told men to be good and gentle and kind to other people and their women and everything. So the first step is for man to be just and be kind and gentle. The other in this verse that I understand is that there could be a situations and scenarios where women would be actually disobedient, and I have seen those cases around me as well, where men are trying to be so nice with them, but they are just keep on maybe cheating or maybe just doing wrong things. So
okay,
in that
hold on. You see, you are mixing things up. First of all, in the case of a cheating in Islam, the woman, if she is married, the punishment is death. So this is not beating. Secondly, you just said something really amazing. I find it really amazing how a Muslim woman she think. So now, listen to me. Now, the woman, maybe she is doing something bad. And now how we fix her bad? By beating her. Okay, if the man is doing something bad, can my wife beat me?
No, let me complete my understanding first. So what I think is when men are instructed to talk to her about the things that's problem, then there are there if she doesn't want to obey, or if she doesn't want to. So one more thing is that if a man is responsible for providing you financially, he's taking care of your all the if you are taking the situation where man is a good person and the woman is just like being not a good person, she's just not a good wife, and in that case he's providing her with food, shelter and everything, but she's not being a good wife. And then in that case, if he talked to her and about this problem, and then if she still doesn't wanna continue if she wanna continue disobeying him, she can just leave him.
Hold on. You see, I don't know where you guys from. Where we just proved to you that the woman, she cannot leave him. She cannot. It's the man who decides. Even when you mention al-khula, it is the man who have to decide, and he agree. So she cannot leave, and if she tries to leave by herself, he will beat the hell of her. Even in Islamic country, they have you call the police will arrest the women. It's called Bayt al-Ta'a, the house of obedience. So he called the police. He said, my wife, she ran away from me. The police, they put her name as if she is a criminal, wanted. Wherever she will be found, she will be arrested immediately, and she will be sent to her husband with the cuffs in her hands. Is that true or not?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Where does this?
You can search it. It's called the House of Obedience, Bayt al-Ta'a. So she cannot leave. And now look at this. You are saying the woman, she is bad, and she don't want to listen. How that can fix a woman behavior? And I ask you, if the man is bad, can the wife beat him?
No, but she can. What? Okay,
why I can beat my wife if she is doing bad? Why I cannot be beaten by her or by her family when I am bad?
Yeah, I mean, what she can do is just leave him. That's what I felt like.
My friend, you see, you are creating your own rules now. You cannot just leave. You will be arrested.
That was not my understanding so far. I need to.
It's not up to you. You see, I don't say things. You see, my friend, I am a person. Millions of people watch my videos, and when I say something, people will laugh at me if it's not true. Correct? And Muslim will make videos and look what Christian Prince, he says. It's called Bayt al-Ta'a. Bayt al-Ta'a, the house of obedience. The woman, she leave the house without permission from the husband. He can call the Sharia police. They will arrest her immediately.
Is it Saudi and like which
all
country?
Islamic countries. All Islamic countries. Any Islamic countries following Islam, they have to practice that. So you call the police, you say, my wife, she left my house. She have to be arrested immediately. Wherever they find her, she will become wanted. So then they will arrest her and they will bring her back to her husband. Now what the husband will do again, he will beat her again. She can't even call the police. If you call the police, they will say, my husband is beating me. They will say, well, he's allowed to beat you. The only time a woman, she can complain, this is now, not before. You know, as an example, your prophet, he says, no man should be asked why he is beating his wife.
Is this a hadith?
Yes.
Can you send me that too, please?
Okay, let's see. Hold on, let's me.
Okay.
Yes, hello. This is the hadith here.
Okay.
It says here, Omar reported the prophet saying, a man will not be asked about he beat his wife. Why he did beat his wife. Nobody can question
where did he send it?
Let me send it to you. Here we go. I will send it to you in Skype.
Okay.
All right. So the man cannot be questioned for beating the wife, but the women, she cannot beat the husband if he is filthy. How many husbands, they are evil, they are bad, they are disgusting, they are even if they are cheating in Islam, she cannot leave him even if he cheat. Even if he have let us say you marry a guy and then he decides to marry a second woman. You don't want to live with second women. Can you leave? No. He will beat you. No.
So about the cheating, is the punishment is to death?
Yeah, but you cannot prove it cheating in Islam because you have to have 4 witnesses. It's impossible. And not only that, excuse my language, you have to see the private part of the man going in and out, as your prophet said, like an inkwell. How in the world we can find 4 men? And they have to be 4 men, by the way. Women are not accepted because women are stupid. So they have to be 4 men. Imagine, I'm not saying about you, I'm saying like a Muslim woman, she is cheating her husband. And now the husband, he entered the bedroom. He found a man, or she is, excuse my language again, in the top of her, or she is on top of him. Having sex, they are naked. Then the guy, he have to call 4 of his friends. Assalamu alaikum, brother Abdul. Can you come over? Please, my wife, she's having sex with the neighbor. And then he have to call the second one. The second one is busy. He called the third one. Oh, the third one is fixing the car. The fourth one. Oh, the fourth one is buying tomato. So I have to find 4 witnesses. And then after they come, if the guys stay there, they have to see. It's not enough to see the man in the top of her having sex. They have to see his private part I'm trying to be polite
Yeah.
as much as I can, you know. They have to be,
No, I get.
yeah. So they have to
So
see his
is
private part going in and out.
But this witness is for men and women both, right? And to accuse, basically prove both the guilty for both of the genders. It's the same thing, right? And it's the same punishment for both men and women, right?
But look, hold on. You see, you are not even listening to me. You said if he is a cheating.
Yeah.
How the woman she can call for men to prove he's a cheating? She can't even leave the
And
house.
same goes for
She
for
cannot
the.
leave the house. She cannot leave the house.
Yeah.
And how in the world a woman she have to find 4 strange men, and those men they
No,
will go inside the room,
I,
and they
I get your
have to
point.
see. Do you know the story? Do you know the story of the man that the witnesses with the caliphate? When he asked the first one, did you see his penis going in and out? He said yes. He asked the second one, did you see it? He said yes. He asked the third one. He said, what I saw her leg around his neck, and they were shaking, her shaking. They are shaking like the ears of a donkey. The caliphate, he did beat them all. Why? Because one of them, he did not see the private part of the man going in and out. So now look what happened. We have 2 at least. They saw it going in and out. We have the third. He saw them naked, and he is on the top of her, and her legs are around his neck. All of this is not a proof of adultery yet. So it's proof of what? What is this? It's a madness. All of this because Muhammad, he had 3 witnesses. They saw his wife having sex with Safwan. So he decided to change it from 2 witnesses. How come we need 2 witnesses to take a person to execution in the case of murder, but we need 4 witnesses for what? For sex. And not only they have to see them having sex, they have to see the private part. So if a woman, she is wearing a skirt, excuse my language again, she is in the top, it's impossible to see the private part of the man getting in and out. So nobody can see it. It's impossible. So the husband, he go inside the bedroom, he cannot even accuse his wife that she is a cheating. Because if he do that, do you know what the punishment? They will whip him. So the husband, he go inside the husband go inside the bedroom. He see his wife in the top of somebody, and now he don't have the witnesses or the enough proof. If he accuse her of adultery, he will be whipped.
Yeah.
Okay. Same for the woman. If she accuse her husband, and she don't have the 4 witnesses seeing his private part going in and out in other women, she will be whipped. Okay, so look what happened now. So we can beat the wife for any reason in Islam, any reason. You see, in the Quran, it says in the verse number chapter 34, verse number 4, it says nushudahun. You know, nushudahun. Nushud. If you ask a Muslim what nushud mean, right away the Muslim they start using their imagination, lying to us. That nushud mean cheating. She is bad, she is etc. But you will see that the same word used for Muhammad when he decided not to sleep anymore with Sauda bint Dama. Do you know that?
Is this in Quran?
Yes.
Or
so when Muhammad he did nushud, and this is the hypocrisy of the Muhammadan. So when the women she do nushud, and what is this? You fear their rebellions. You feel like he said to you, "Can you make me some tea?" You don't go and do it right away. So now you feel like, she start, showing signs of being rebellion to me. So, but if a man he do that, a man he can stop having sex with his wife. It's okay. But if a woman she do that, we will beat her. If you go in the same chapter, chapter 4, you see, we have the same word appear twice in the Quran. Once in chapter 4, verse number 34, and because it's about female, it says nushudahun, hun for like female, otherwise it's the same word. So nushud, and then the word nushud. Here, the chapter 4, verse 128, it was about Muhammad doing nushud. What is the nushud he is doing? He don't feel like sleeping with this old woman who is his wife. Her name is Sauda. So look what happened now. If there is an issue from the husband, you can come to an agreement. But if there's an issue from the
So,
women, we can beat her.
mhm. Hmm. So I have a let me share you my understanding is because so again in Quran it says that men are like one level above women because they provide for them. That's the main reason why they're one level. Otherwise, maybe
Okay.
they're just
Uh-huh.
so they provide for her. So if they're I mean providing financially is a big thing. You know,
Okay. I will
you're
go with
giving.
you just to show you. And I don't want to call you not smart, but listen to me. So Muhammad, he was the husband of Khadija, and Khadija, she was the
Mhm.
rich.
Yeah,
And now Muhammad is not working because now he announced himself as a prophet.
yeah,
Khadija is the provider, especially
yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning. So can
Mhm.
Khadija beat him at that time because the one who provide can beat the other one who don't provide?
I mean, yeah, that's not the yeah, that's true. I mean, in that case, Khadija and Muhammad Muhammad was not the provider, and he was not the. I mean, he was not one level above her, and they were about the. I mean,
Can she beat him? This is the question. Now she
um,
is the provider. Can she beat him?
mhm,
Because
yeah, of
you
course.
said to me, because he is providing, well, he
Mhm.
can beat her. So now
No.
you see,
Mhm.
my friend, I don't know what are you talking about. In America, I am a
Mhm.
provider for my cat. Can I beat my cat? I will go to jail. In America,
Mhm.
I am a provider for my dog. Can I beat my dog? I go to jail. So you are saying to me, just because you give somebody some food in his mouth and panty and underwear and a bra, now I can beat you. What kind of evil logic is that?
Yeah, I know. It's. I'm not talking about beating. So yeah, if
No, we are talking
it's
about beating. We are talking about beating. We are
it's
asked.
about
The verse here is about what? The man in
beating.
charge of women,
Mm-hmm.
because Allah has made one of them excel the other. So look
Hmm.
at this madness. Who is the one who made the one excel? Allah, correct?
Hmm.
So right away you became a victim because he made him excel. You see, we're not talking about the leader of the house now, because even in Christianity, the man is the leader of the house. But
Hmm.
now you became excel. Excel in which
Hmm.
way? Excel in the point that you can do anything with the wife. You can jail her. Actually, the verse says, وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ, which means you jail them in their rooms.
Hmm.
وَضْرُبُوهُنَّ. All of this, why? Not because they commit any sin yet. They did not. If you fear, this is what the verse is saying. وَاللَّاتِ تَخَافُونَ. You fear. They did not do it yet. So what we do? We beat them, we punish them. If they obey you, seek not a way against them. So what is the purpose of the beating? To make them
Hmm.
obedience, correct?
Hmm. Yeah.
Isn't this what you do with the donkey? The donkey want to go to the right, you hit him so he go straight.
Okay.
Do you think you're a donkey?
So what by again? So far, what I've been, I have to again talk to people and see look into him at this. But what my understanding was so far that a man, if he's providing for his wife and she's not being a good wife, and then she may just if they're talking, and if he stops sleeping with her, and she may just leave or like
She cannot leave.
and
This is a fabrication. You
yeah,
are making things up. I just showed
yeah,
you
that's
even the
what my
reference.
understanding is so far, right?
My
Um,
friend, you are saying things from your own. This is
yeah,
not
that's
Islam. The woman, she cannot leave. And if the man, he is beating
yeah,
her,
that's what I need uh, Muslim.
after 2000 years, 2022, now some
Mm-hmm.
Islamic country, they are start making law. If a man, he did beat his wife severely, and she
Mm-hmm.
have the right to ask for divorce after a
Hmm.
lot of a pressure from United Nations, from the American, etc.
Hmm.
But in
Okay.
Islam, as didn't I show you in
Okay.
front of your eyes that the Prophet said, no man should be asked for
Hmm.
why he is beating his wife,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the man he has absolute right in
Yeah.
what he do, you know?
I mean, yeah. Again, that's what, like I told you. Thanks for the references, and I will look into it, and I will ask these questions from the Islamic scholars too. But that's what I understood. I mean, so far before talking to you, my understanding was just this: just she can leave, and if she still wanna stay and
Okay,
want him,
let us not
it's fine.
okay, let's forget about this. I will give you one more chance to give me one thing is true about Islam. Is anything true? I mean, the whole religion is stupid.
Okay. So if we step back, can I ask about like yeah, about what's the ruling regarding the female in, for example, in other religion like
In
Christianity or.
Christianity, the women and the man, when they are married, they are united under the name of God. Therefore, a
Mhm,
man, he can divorce her, or the woman, she can divorce him if they
mhm,
are committing adultery. And adultery means breaking the
mhm,
agreement with God, not even between the two, with God. So I promise
mhm,
God I will be decent with my wife. She promised
mhm,
God she will be decent with me. I promise
mhm,
God I will stay with her. She
mhm,
promised God she will stay with me. I promise God I will do my best to provide her, etc. So when I broke my command with
mhm,
God, then
mhm.
and only then divorce can happen. The man, he cannot divorce his wife because his wife she getting older,
Like
or she
they
is
both,
not getting pretty, or because
they
he met a new girl.
do they have both, do they both have equal rights?
They have
Okay.
the man is in charge of the house. The man is in charge of the house, but
Mhm,
he is going to be the same as the Christ who served the church. So the Bible says, and this is what Jesus said,
mhm,
the man he gave himself to his wife, the same as the
mhm,
Messiah gave
mhm,
himself to the church. So the Bible making the women equal to the church. The man is the Lord of the house as a servant, not as a master. This is what Jesus was. Jesus, he washed the feet of his disciple.
mhm,
He did not ask them to
mhm,
wash his feet. He washed their feet. So the
mhm,
master, this is what Jesus says, the master is the one who serves.
mhm,
The master, the Lord, the true Lord, which means you will become the Lord because people will love you.
mhm,
Like when you have a king,
mhm,
and this king, he serves everybody. Then he is a
mhm,
king. Everybody will take him as a king because he's
mhm,
amazing.
mhm.
Because he did not
Yeah.
force us by violence to be the king.
Mhm,
What your religion doing now is the man is
mhm,
forcing you to be his
mhm,
slave, and he
mhm.
is the king because he have the authority. But in reality, you hate him in your heart. There's no women. If your husband did beat you,
Yeah,
are you going to be in
yeah,
love with him? Be honest with me.
yeah. No, no, of course, no.
Okay, so,
Yes.
so what is the purpose then of this? Is that will fix the marriage if I beat the women? If you just said, if my
Yeah.
husband beat me, I will not love him. You said, of
Yeah,
course, no.
yeah, yeah, and that's not gonna fix the marriage. It will be just like you just don't start hitting him. Yes, and
So
then
what is the purpose? You see, is Allah teaching us wisdom or teaching us madness?
I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah,
No,
I
you see, you're trying. I feel that you are trying to escape the answer.
no, no, I'm not
You
trying
just
to escape.
said,
Yeah, I mean, I'm I'm thinking about whatever you're saying, and yeah, of course, I mean, yeah, I will think about it, talk to people, like, yeah, but no, your points are valid, and I really appreciate you
yeah. So
explaining
we
all
did
that.
not fix the marriage here. We did not
Yeah,
fix
yeah,
the marriage.
true.
If a Muhammad want to fix the marriage, we say, well, talk to her. Try to see a reasoning. And you know what? If you guys don't want to live together, okay, go in peace. That's it, done. But
Yeah.
beat her.
Yeah, I can relate to this because like if my husband is, even he loves me, or I love him, but he actually beat me sometime, that would make me like, yeah, I mean, he will know, I might not be able to respect him
You
that
see,
way ever.
in earth you are not respected. In heaven you are not respected. In the heaven, is it true that Allah will jail you inside the tent just for sex?
What?
In earth, you are disrespected. A man, he beat you. He can have many of you. He can replace you as he wish. Is it
Hmm.
true that even in the heaven of Allah, you will be jailed inside a tent and you are just made for sex?
Um, I mean, is that what Allah said, or are
Yeah,
you?
that's what the Quran says. Chapter 55, verse number 72. And you can read any interpretation. All Muslim women in
Mhm,
heaven, they are given to the man. They will be jailed in the tent. The God in Islam, even in heaven, you give you a tent. He's a Bedouin Arab, what you can say. So you will be
mhm,
jailed in your tent. And you
mhm,
cannot leave. You cannot see anyone. Nobody can see
mhm,
you. Nobody can meet you. Nobody can even say hello to you. You are
mhm,
jailed for sex. Inside, you
mhm,
are restrained.
mhm.
Chapter 55, verse number 72. Is that fair?
5572. I will look into it, but I mean, no, it should not be true. I mean, it should not be fair, of course.
Hmm. What
But we'll see.
is that heaven really? I'm going to be living in a tent for eternity. All my job is the guy come in, I take off my panty. Excuse my language.
Mhm.
I cannot see anyone. Nobody can see me. I don't even have a window. I am restrained inside a tent. My job is sex. And this is supposedly a reward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Jesus said about women in heaven?
Mm-hmm.
When they asked him, this woman, she married a husband and told her second husband, who is going to be with her in heaven? He said, he and she, they will not get married. They will be the same as angels, equally. So the man will not have a privilege in heaven, in Christianity, because he's a man, he will have more females now. And the women, she will not have a privilege too. For both of them, they will not get married. They will be the same as angels. What same as angels mean? That you will be God, he free you from your needs. And God of Islam, he make you addicted, especially for sex. So you will be free like angels. Angels do not need to have sex, do not need to eat, do not need to sleep, do not need anything. They are free. And the best gift to give is freedom, is it?
So in Christianity, there will be like no sex or anything like that in heaven or afterlife. There is
Yes.
nothing. Okay.
Yes.
And
There will not be, because you see the reason, first of all, sexuality, God, he did not create it just for a man, just to go and, as a desire. It's just to make a family, to reproduce. Because if God did not put that inside us, we will not do it. It's going to be like going to work, Why would I do it if there's no joy, So the joy was, the reason for the joy is not to be filthy, not to sleep around, but to have a family. The man, he like a woman, the women, she like the man. They need each other. They have a desire, and this desire should be in a marriage. And then we make a family, and then the family will have a kids, and then the kids themselves, they will establish a new family. So it's a gift of reproduction. God, he made Adam and Eve, and then he gave the gift of reproduction to the human.
yeah.
But when we make the heaven is nothing but sex. Even the Quran, he promised Muslim men women with big boobs.
Yeah. So again, I try to read